So we are all basically living a lie because we're not living our truth. Now, fake it till you make it, and all these terms were used in the last 30 years because everybody's been trying to achieve. But what if you're an underachiever or a neutral achiever, meaning you just want to be peaceful and not do much else in life? Does that mean you're not living your truth? I've met lots of different people around the world, billionaires, people who are considered geniuses. I've met the poorest people. And I sort of respect the people who are themselves, meaning they respect their nature. They respect how far they're willing to go in life, meaning they may not lie to get ahead. They won't fake it. They just are themselves. But ironically, most of these people I've met, the world calls underachievers. They call them sort of lost. They call them, wayward. They don't have an intention. But what if the intention itself is just to be? I once met a Swami, a monk on a train, and I asked him, this was the very first time I went to India, what do you do? What are you doing in life? And he said, I'm being. And I said, well, how does that work? And he said, I just do my daily work and I am. So I thought about that, and maybe 20 years later, I understood it, because in that time, I was trying to get from A to B and learn and take in as much knowledge as possible. So I was trying. So was I being authentic? Was I being myself? And as I get older, I'm starting to understand myself more and more and more, and understand that all these different labels we have just are a burden on life. They make life less. They dampen life because everybody's trying to live up to something. So even when I listen to people who are uplifting and they're trying to tell you to do more and are positive and are motivational, a lot of times they're just telling you to do more, but they're not taking into account if you should be doing more. So in not trying to live a lie and be a lie, I'm trying to now sit in who I am, how I am, honor the way I am, and then be the most peaceful. And I'm finding that that is leading me to my truth, and not trying to live outwardly in what the world says I should.